Hi, welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. I know I'm normally not on. Oh, I don't even know what day it is. Wednesday, Thursday. Yes, the 6th. But I posted a card that I made for a friend. Hi, Donna. And I was asked if I would share how I made this card, and I definitely will share. Hi, Karen. We always need sympathy cards or thinking of you cards. I think it makes a world of difference if when somebody's going through a hard time that you just send a little something to them. So I know 2 people that are right now, actually a few more, and so I made some cards. Hi, Cookie. Hi, who did I miss? Diane Brown Traverse. Welcome. Hi, Joan. So thank you. So I just popped on real quick. My in-laws were just here to come see my husband. And guess what my mother-in-law did? Her name's Barbara. You guys know that, some of you know that I have an angel tree that Christmas time I put it up, and it represents my dad and my brother who have passed. And she brought me, she had evidently through the years, hi Susan, gathered and purchased angel ornaments throughout, and she took them off her tree this year and put them all in a box and brought them to me. Can you believe that? I couldn't believe it. They're so special. So anyway, they just left, and so then I thought I would take this opportunity to share and show you how I made this card. It's very simple, so you're gonna like that. And it is very elegant. I put this in my, I try to categorize my cards, and this one's in the elegant category, I believe. So let's get busy. We're gonna, if you have your mini catalog, this stamp set is called Soaring Swallows, and it's on page 46. When I saw it in the catalog, when my catalog first arrived, and I was flipping through it pretty quickly just to take a quick glance at everything, I stopped on this page because you remember back in the day we had a dove die. I still have mine. I kept that specifically for sympathy cards and thinking of you cards, but you can also use them Valentine's Day, Christmas time. So I kept that one, but I've always been looking for something else, and I think these swallows just fit the something else. So when I realized I needed a few more thinking of you cards to send out, I whipped these 2 out. And then another favorite of mine, and you guys know this because you've been watching me for a while, is the Encircled in Beauty Dies. Now the reason, and I'm going to show you those when I turn my camera down. Hi Susan. The reason I love those dies so much is because they remind me of doilies, and because you can layer with them and you can make them any color you want, and they're ornate and they're just gorgeous. They're fancy, fancy, fancy. I love lace. You guys all know that. So that's what those dies remind me of. So put those dies together with the Soaring Swallow bundle, and you can't go wrong. I'm telling you. Now, these cards are all white, but what makes them stunning in person, when I say cards, I made 2. I only showed one online this morning, but I'm going to show you both today. What adds a little bit of punch to these cards is I use the white shimmer paper. So, hi Sandra. So it really, really added to the card. It is truly elegant. Okay, let me turn you down and show you the dies in the Soaring Swallow bundle first. Oops, let me see here. Turn you around. Tighten you up. And, whoops, trying to turn you so you're not backwards. Let's see, and I can't, oh, there it is. Okay, there, now we're good. Hi, Terry, welcome. Okay, so ask me any questions you will. I'll try to keep looking up to see what you're asking and try to answer your questions the best of my ability. Instead of showing you all the dies in the swallow set, look how many there are. There's a ton. I have them all out, and when I first went to use this set, I just put every single die on a piece of the Shimmer White cardstock and ran it through my machine and cut them all out. Look at all of these. So, hi Annie. So the first thing I fell in love with, and I had duplicates, there's not 2 dies for this banner, but I have 2 out because I'm going to make 2 cards. But the first thing I loved about this bundle is this little banner here. It fits both the thinking of you and the sending loving thoughts that come in the stamp set. So I love that. Then I punched out 2 of these doves because I was making multiples in 2 of these, but only 1 die comes in the kit, so I don't want to confuse you with that. It's in the bundle. Then I used, to keep everything soft and subtle, I used the Smoky Slate ink for these sentiments and also for the swallows. When I looked at the dies laying out like this, I immediately fell in love with these wings. I think that if you have a sympathy card to send, you can make this the focal point, and you can, now the Encircled in Beauty Dies, they remind me of doilies, as I mentioned, and they are a variety of sizes, so you can go larger to smaller. There's a whole bunch of them. But you can make your focal point on any card by simply taking one of the dies and then adding something in the middle of that, so it will pop out as your focal point. So on this card, I layered these 2 together on the first card I'm going to make. And then on the second card, I cut out this one. And I am going to, hi Heather, I am going to tell you that you do need the die brush for these dies also, because they're intricate, but these fall out pretty easy. The other thing I do with these dies is I go through the machine once and then I come back. I turn it over to make sure everything looks deep and cut out, and then I take my die brush and then it's easy. And this one actually cuts out a circle in the middle, but I don't think I'm going to use this circle, but they're great size circles to use on something else. All right. So when I looked at all these dies, I got a little worried about, oh, how do I know which wings go on which little swallow? So I just started playing, and I put this one there and this one there, and then this little guy. So this is a separate die here, this one, and these 3 are on 1 die. So I look in the catalog. If you look on page 46, I think it is, yeah, page 46, they layer. The swallows are colors in the catalog, but I did all white on my sample. And then this just layers right on top there. So if this was a color and then this was white or a different color, it just gives your bird more dimension. So I'm not going to use this little piece today. I'm just going to use these wings here. Okay, so see, that's how he looks there. And then I'm going to use one of the banners. And I'm going to use these 2 dies from the Encircled in Beauty dies. I'm going to set the rest away, just carefully so I don't spill them, just so I can make this card for you. Okay, I'm going to need my paper trimmer and an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock to make the 2 cards that I made for my friends. And I have the shorter end, which is 8.5 at the top of my cutter, and the end at 4 1/4. And I'm going to just cut up the middle and have my 2 cards. Evidently need a new blade, but I will use a sanding block and sand that down when I'm done. Now this is 11, so I'm going to go to the 5 1/2 here on the end and score. And then I will have 1 card base done. So these cards were super simple, and the ones that I made did I make them yesterday? Yeah. Are already sent out in the mail. So I'm working off my memory here. But, you know, even if it's not identical, it's going to be pretty because you really, really, really can't go wrong with all white and with these Encircled in Beauty dies, and now the Soaring Swallow bundle. Okay, so next I just layered, let me put this where I won't lose it. I just layered these two, I call them doilies, on top of each other. And to me, right there is a good base that you could put together in advance. And then you can add anything in the center as your focal point. So dimensionals, I wanted this to have some dimension. So I place dimensionals here. And then I look at a scallop and I try to get a, you know, I don't want it crooked. I try to get scallop top and bottom, if that made sense. And then this one too, I also wanted dimension. If you want to layer these with an adhesive that's flat, that is fine too. I just usually have dimension in my cards. Now, normally the other thing I do, ladies, is I always, almost always, I shouldn't say always, and then find a point that you like here. So I like this point at the top. I almost always use a folder because I'm not a fan of flat bases, really. I usually layer a piece on or use a folder on the whole card front base. But in this case, the elegance was not needed. I mean, there was nothing else needed for that. Okay, so back to my little swallows. And you might catch me calling these doves because I'm so used to that dove die that I have. But these swallows, I'm going to use my Tombow glue, so I need my craft sheet here. Just add a little bit of glue on these and let them set up a second. Okay, and then I'm just going to take the one with the long tails, long feathers, and place that there. And then this one in whatever direction you want. Play with it until you've got them looking the way you want them to look. So I think I want this one. That's what I like about the glue. So I'm going to tell you, maybe you should put the top one on first. Okay. And then this one in an area that fits it best. Okay. So now I took another dimensional, and the swallow's not that big, so I just set him here. You could set him to the side, you could set him in the middle. I just set it in the middle this time. And then I'm going to take one of my banners. And again, everything is white. And sending loving thoughts of you. Also in the same stamp set, the Soaring Swallow stamp set. Hi, Bev. I just caught up with you, so I'll watch the beginning on replay. Okay. And I'm going to pull it down so I can see it better. And I love how this just fits right into that banner. See that? Perfection. Now this I laid down flat, and my card is done, except the inside. I do want to tell you what I used for the inside, but I also want to create another card for you that's just as easy as this one. But I looked at my stamp sets and I was trying to marry another set with these that would make a very thoughtful card. And I found that Prized Peony, So Sorry for Your Loss, My Thoughts Are With You. Those two stamps were in the cards I sent out today. But there it is, quick and easy, but everybody seemed to like it a lot. I know on camera you probably can't see the shimmer, but this card is very shimmery because I use the Shimmer White cardstock. Just sets it up one more level. All right, same base. This needs a little shaving here. I got to change my blade out. I keep saying it and then I forget to do it. And then Encircled in Beauty Dies. This one I would normally use the adhesive sheets. However, on this particular die, I like the ends not to be glued down. So since it has like a donut center and it's fairly not wide, but it's not so narrow that you can't easily put a thin layer of glue there, that's what I do on this die. I always leave the edges loose. These are probably dies they'll never retire from my craft room because I just love doilies, and I still haven't. I keep telling myself to try to get some thin cloth. Well, I did make snowmen and stuff with them and brooches with thin cloth, but I want to make some coasters too. So this is already pretty, just like that. And like I said, there is a circle that can be put in the middle and put up with dimensionals and have, say, a peony stamped in it, whatever, perfect size right there, partial, this one, whatever you want, if you want to do some stamping on there. In this case, I was using the Soaring Swallow dies, so I didn't do that. I went to the dies, and again, the banner that comes in the die set, the Thinking of You that comes in the stamp set, so that is all in the bundle. And the Smoky Slate ink. I think black would overwhelm, so this is nice and subtle. See how beautifully that fits on there? And you can put this, let's build the card before we put that down. Now, I loved this die also. And I took a little bit of my Tombow glue. And this card you guys have not seen yet because I did not put it on Facebook. And I just put little tiny dots of glue where I thought some of the blossoms that are in the dies could go. So if you don't remember all these blossoms here. So this blossom has 3 on there. So I'm going to put that up here. And this is a single blossom. Hi, Rhonda. Welcome, dear. That's a single blossom. This is a double blossom. Now you could cut these, all these blossoms are on one die. So you could go to green type of cardstock and do the leaves and the stems and stuff. And then a colored cardstock, pink, lavender, whatever you want, and do the blossoms. Cherry blossoms like look. And let's see, I'm going to put one there, and I think I'm going to put one there because there's 2 more and I want to use them all. And then you have built a beautiful branch of blooming gorgeousness. But mine are just shimmery white for the occasion I'm sending. Okay. I thought that looked fabulous on top of that Encircled in Beauty Die. Again, I just wanted the stem down. I like the looseness of all the branches. I don't like everything solid down. I like the little whimsy, the little flow. So light glue just here. And set that in the center. What do you guys think so far? Now you can take your Thinking of You and place it where you'd like. I think I'll do that with dimensionals. Awful quiet in Dodge. Oh, there comes some hearts. Thank you, guys. And then I'm just going to make sure I'm not going off the edge of my card. Thinking of You. Now for the, let me see, let me get the dies here. This one here is all cut out. Now you can stamp it first and then cut it out. Let me see, did I not put this one on a block? Or you can cut it out and then stamp it. Where is my, oh, here it is, I think. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so here is the stamp. Same ink. So whichever is easier for you. If I can't get this straight, the next time I would stamp it first and then I would cut it out with the die. So I'm going to put my face over the camera. If my voice got really loud, it's because I'm probably right in the microphone trying to get this straight on here. Voila, not hard. And then dimensionals. Two cards when I'm teaching and taking my time in what, 22 minutes. So if you were just stamping by yourself and had no interruptions, I could tell you you would get this done in about 15 minutes. 2 cards. Okay, so I would take a layer piece of cardstock at this point. Move my stamp so I don't, thanks Terry, so I don't get ink on my card front. Okay, and then this one is from the Peony set, and it says, "So sorry for your loss." And then also in the Peony set is "My thoughts are with you." So if someone is just going through a hard time right now, just "My thoughts are with you" will really make their day. So this one will be a sympathy card. And then the other one I will line with just "My thoughts are with you." And then I can send it anytime I feel that someone just needs a little pep up. Okay, so you can take another swallow. You would have to be going this way, and place them on your card. Or you could put them on your envelope if you would like. So that's it. Thanks for asking, Bev. Bev asked if I could share what I used. And for me, it was just, I needed a couple of more cards anyway. So for me, it was just easier to come on and tell you what I used and show you how I did it, so everybody could see it whenever they wanted to. All these dies are left over. And I'm going to play with them to see how they work with each other. I think this one's going to work well like this. Yep. And then I don't know, this one's not needed as far as I can tell on there, but that is a layer piece. And you have all these are layer pieces as well. Okay, I hope you enjoyed your time here. Again, thanks for asking, and have a nice rest of your day. Bye-bye. Thanks, Bev. Bye-bye.